Let's talk today about making space for writing. And we're going to make space in three dimensions of our lives. In our physical environment, in our time, and in our mental internal landscape. If you don't know me, I'm Ruth Bomar, and I work with Ph.D. students and master's level students who, with ADHD, who are working on finishing their theses or their dissertation. I have been reading this book, The Power of Writing It Down by Allison Fallon, A Simple Habit to Unlock Your Brain and Reimagine Your Life. And building on some of the concepts that she is presenting in her book, I want to talk about how making space in our physical environment can influence our productivity in writing our dissertation. So think about your physical space that you write in. Writing takes space. We exist in space. So writing is going to require some very intentional planning and engineering the space where we can be creative and productive. So the first, this is kind of very obvious, is your workspace needs to have the things that you need, the tools of writing. Another thing that your workspace, your focus space, your writing space needs to have is it needs to be decluttered. So every time there's a lot of clutter, then that's going to be very noisy. And it's going to be talking to you. Your clutter will be talking to you. The things in your physical environment influence your ability to focus and to be productive. Let me give you an example. In this little corner of my office, right there in that corner, I had a pile of papers that were just calling my name, and they represented unpleasant tasks that I needed to get done. I was basically avoiding them. I've been avoiding them for a very long time, like weeks and months. And in my ability to focus and be productive and get work done, get writing done, get generative work done, those papers were becoming a low roar. And so I addressed that pile of papers this week. I'm very proud of myself. And the way I did it is I did body doubling. I got on a Zoom call with other individuals who were working on their work. We muted the microphone, kept the video on, and they did their work, I did my work. And in 1 hour time of my Zoom call, I addressed that pile of papers. I put them in, I filed them, and I made a list of action steps on my calendar. So I took care of that distraction in my physical environment. And it's been very quiet since then, and it's helped me actually focus and get some work done. So the concept here is make space in your physical environment for writing. So my challenge for you today is to look around your physical environment, your writing environment. It can be mobile. It could be in one place or another place, depending on the day of the week or the time in the day. And ask yourself, what in this environment that is within my control can I manipulate or tweak or adjust so that it's not interrupting my ability to focus, and it's actually conducive to generative work, to producing some work. And so thinking is work, and taking notes is work, planning is work. All of that is part of the writing process. Give yourself credit for thinking time, for brainstorming time. All of that is the writing process. Don't think that just because you didn't write 7 paragraphs today that you didn't do any writing. If you sat and you thought and you connected your dots, if you reviewed your notes, if you did some brainstorming, if you did some organizing of your notes, that is indeed part of the writing process. And you can pat yourself on the back and do, check, I did do some writing. But the point of today's video is to look around your writing environment, your space, your writing space, and find your saboteurs and address them. Let me know how it goes for you. This is Ruth Bomar, your PhD ADHD coach. Talk soon.